right. Arefo, eba munyina kwaba, eba radios TV on YouTube. Subscribe it. Hit your notification button no now for share page no. Send ebe ya afofro. And so betimi enya page ni bi ahwe. Ene ye bedi nkomo, enkomo ye ba bedi no. Ni nyina is about guarantorship. Ede ne guarantorship say wo ma obi adi agina mu ama wo. Ede na wo se wo hu de fa guarantorship ho. Edunti ena ene ye share ye ba bedi enkomo. And so Ewofia. So viewers, you are welcome to Radios TV on YouTube. You subscribe, you hit on the notification button, then you share the page as well. Our topic for discussion today is centered around guarantorship. Who is a guarantor? What do you have to know about guarantorship? What do you do when a person you've guaranteed for refuses to pay his or her debt? With all this, I have with me Mr. Augustine Tano, a business consultant and also a businessman as well. He will take us through and give us knowledge or more knowledge about guarantorship today. Without much ado, let me welcome Mr. Augustine Tano. Mr. Augustine Tano, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, bro.
Yeah, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
All right.
Very, very great.
We are grateful for having you today. As I said earlier, we want to know more about guarantorship.
Okay.
Who is a guarantor? And also, what is group guarantee system? And we want to know more about, the difference between guarantor and witness.
Okay. Thank you very much, and a special welcome to your viewers. I think this is a very topical issue that needs to be addressed on the financial market. The banks are out there to support businesses.
Okay.
Without security, without guarantors, it will be difficult for the banks to be able to loan, to give money to businesses to work with. Yes, being a guarantor is a very important part of the loan process, because without security, without a guarantor, the loan process will not be completed. Yeah. So first, there's nothing wrong being a guarantor for a brother or a sister.
Okay.
But however, there are some key points that we need to know before we append our signature on a loan document as a guarantor. So, in short, when we say a guarantor, what do we mean? A guarantor is someone who agrees to be responsible for somebody's debt in case the person refuses to pay.
Okay.
So in short, when you are a guarantor, you are just like the person who took the facility. That in case the person does not pay, you can be called upon to do the needful. So let's take note. A guarantor is someone who is stepping and taking up the responsibility for a friend, a brother, in order for the brother to secure a facility, with a promise that in case the brother does not pay, he or she will pay. So guaranteeing loan is not a mere friendship. It's not a mere signing of document. It's taking up a legal responsibility to pay in case the borrower does not pay. By extension, how do we differentiate a guarantor from a witness? Yes, you take loan document, you have a portion for a guarantor to sign, and you have a portion for a witness to sign.
Okay.
A witness is just testifying, witnessing that I was there when this agreement was signed between Mr. Ajekum and ABC Bank. So he's just a witness. In case that the loan goes bad and has to go to court, he can come to the court and testify. But in case the guarantor is called upon to come to court, he can be called to the court to come and pay. He can be taken on to pay just like the person who took the loan. Yes. So that is the difference. The witness can just tell you the story around the transaction that was there when this transaction took effect. But for guarantor, you have a responsibility to pay if the other person refuses to pay.
Okay.
Our mothers in the market most of the time don't have security to support them to secure loan. So what most of the banks came out with is the group guaranteeing system, where our mothers will form groups in 10s, 15s, 5, so that they will be able to co-guarantee for each other, so that they will be able to secure loans from the bank. So the group guarantee system is the backbone of the group loan system. What it means is that we co-guarantee for each other. So if we are 5 and we took a loan from, let's say, Opportunity International, Snappy, I took 5,000, you took 5,000, the rest took 10,000. Together, maybe we took 50,000 or 60,000. As a member of the group, I'm guaranteeing for all the other members that in case the other 4 do not pay, I will pay for the entire group. In case one of them does not pay, the rest will pay for the other person. So that's how the group guarantee system works. Intina ye tufu a ye say hunipa unim no ansa na one na bomu se mu ye ku akwa akwajiska. Se unim nipa no na one no kwaji group loan na nipa ni dwane a e ka no beba beto so na wonko awa akoka no na den atua. Ebia wo go so ebia wo kuma se ebia wo suan. Wo adwuma na tim se uni ba bia kontu be gina ma den atua. Nipa na one ne ye group no so onyo obi a na adwuma no eho eden unim na chiye na ne koye group na ye ka obetwane agya mo atua ka. So group guarantee, we co-guarantee for each other. Se na ebe ya ebetimi anya loan no ne ye share ye adwuma no.
I see.
Yeah.
So who qualifies to be a guarantor?
Okay. Ansana obi be qualifies or be a guarantor no. Ye expect a normal be a free nipa no ewo.
Okay.
The edi kind say the person to guarantee a loan for somebody should have an active work. Should have an active work.
Okay.
That's why the banks will ask you, what do you do? And you should be able to prove capacity to repay the loan, just like the person taking the loan. So if you are giving 10,000 to Mr. Jekum and you are coming as a guarantor, you need to let the bank know that I have the strength to repay the 10,000 in case Mr. Jekum does not what? Pay. So financially you should be sound. You should be sound and have the capacity to what? To pay in case the person does not what? Pay. So qualification 1, you should be in active work. You should have something doing. Additionally, you should have the capacity to pay in case the person does not pay. The financial soundness needs to be there.
I see.
Needs to be there. Yes. And a guarantor should be someone who have an influence over the borrower.
Okay.
You have an influence over the person that you are guaranteeing for. So, additional, for you to be okay to guarantee a loan for somebody, you should be in a position to have dominance, a bit of control over the person that you are guaranteeing for. So you can imagine a driver guaranteeing a loan for the boss, or a salesperson guaranteeing for the CEO. In case the CEO default, does the salesperson have a control over the CEO? And the most likely answer is no.
Okay.
So when you want to guarantee, make sure the person you are guaranteeing for is somebody that you have an influence over. Is somebody who will respect you. Is somebody that when you advise, the person will listen to. When it comes difficult and you have to advise or push the person to do the payment, because the reputation and the respect that you carry, you can influence the person to pay.
I see.
You can influence the person to pay.
I see.
So 1, you should have the capacity to repay.
Okay.
2, there should be evidence. There should be evidence that you exert influence over the person who is come to take the money.
I see.
Other than that, in case of default, you can't do much, and you should have the capacity to pay.
I see.
You have the capacity to pay.
Okay. So, what are some of the factors one needs to consider before guaranteeing for a loan?
Okay. Viewers, we want to throw in this advice that in case a friend approaches you to guarantee a loan for him or her, you need to consider these factors before you agree to do it or not. But also remember, without your support, sometimes it's difficult for your friend to also secure funding from the banks in order to expand his or her business. First, you need to know your friend.
Okay.
You need to know the borrower that well. How well do you know your friend? Some of the friendships are so casual to the extent that it doesn't grow to the point of you guarantee a loan for the person. We are neighbors. I hardly know anything about your business. It will be difficult for me to guarantee a loan for you. So first, you have to know the person that you are going to guarantee for. Additionally, you should have a fair idea of the business that the person intends to invest the money in. You should have a fair idea. We all know Mr. Augustine sells doors. So if you are guaranteeing a loan for Mr. Augustine, you know that he's going to use it to purchase more doors. You are more comfortable. However, when you come to my shop and there are no doors, empty shop, and you are risking to guarantee for me, you need to be careful. You need to be careful. Additionally, you should have a fair idea of the loan amount that I'm going to take or the person is going to take from the bank. You just don't guarantee. How much are you going to take? The person is silent. You should know that the person is going to take 200,000, 100,000, 50,000, 5,000, 2,000. You should know. It is based on that you can also do your analysis. Am I in position to pay when the worst situation happens? So you should know the amount. And ultimately, you should also know the loan terms. What is the interest rate? What is the processing fee, facility fee? Do we have an insurance covering the loan? All these things you are supposed to know before you are paying your signature. We further advise that visit the bank, the financial institution where your friend is taking the facility from. Verify data that has been given to you by your friend. Maybe your friend will tell you, I'm going to pick just 2,000, sign this one for me. You can go to the bank and do a confirmation. I'm signing this contract. How much is Mr. Augustine picking? What are the terms and the conditions? So try to get yourself clarified that yes, Mr. Augustine is taking 20,000. We are giving it to him for 1 year. Interest rate at the end of 1 year is 32%, and these are the other charges. We have agreed to do a weekly repayment, a monthly repayment. You need to know all this before you sign up to the loan.
I see.
By extension, you are supposed to also let your family be aware. Your wife, your children. There are days if the person defaults and you have to pay, that money that you pay will ultimately affect the finances of the family. So don't just keep it to yourself. Sign loan and now you have to pay, and you expect the family to sacrifice so that you can squeeze and pay that money. So let them be in the known that yes, Echna Semunti make us sign a loan. I'm a Mr. J. Now Oji loan 50,000. To be any among Kai who say I'm a sign loan. I'm Mr. J. So the Ebeko Swa Ebeka be say a drew baby depend on the loan na nipa na eje no. Say kwa nim na de tutu ahoden so na ahoden timia. Wotime ne nipa na kasa na ope guarantor ba ko ka ho. Na chasa risks no must spread it. Then nyina ma megira so in case of any problem in the future. So again, you can push. Say pay additional guarantor and count. Say ne be a burden no can be spread in case say nipa na yeden entry.
I see.
Ena de ye de betwa to say nipa na mu okoji ska no. E wa japade bia obetimi de asi bosiana no a. Obetimi encourage nipa no de japade na yeden asia no. Ekokoba say kwasifo japade ka ho na men guarantee. Na kwasika kire o say da bia. Na say won say so twon. Cause no japade yan ne dia no. Onya willing. So they be guarantee. How much more wo say we beginam say we can guarantee dem e dey amano. I
see. Yes. So at what point should one say no as a guarantor? And the approach, how can one say no as a guarantor?
Yes. Sometimes after considering all the factors here Bubo see. Do baby we share loan amount, we share terms no. We boy that money we no ma discuss here no. Once o guarantee loan na emwa. Wo share brante na adwuma no oje sa loan na enya de obitima den atwia onye comfortable. I say we can know.
Okay.
But crime be so na be fast so be then you be cancel say. It's unfortunate many a time looking into the eyes of loved ones to tell them no. It's difficult for most of us.
Yeah.
But professional, we have to do it. We have to do it. How do we say the no? How do we say the no? You can buy time.
Okay.
You can ask for more time to do more background work.
Okay.
Speak to the bankers. Check 1 or 2. There are days straight away is no. But by time, can you give me 1 week to think about it? Do 1 or 2 search to further confirm the position that you can't guarantee. So you can ask the person for time. Ask the bank to give you some time to do some background work before you say no.
Okay.
Before you say no. Another way to do it is to speak to the bank. Speak to the bank. That yes, my brother approached me to guarantee.
Okay.
But due to 1 or 2 reasons, I cannot. I'm not in a position to guarantee.
Okay.
Can you help me nicely break the news to him? The bankers are well trained. They'll find a nice way to tell your friend that maybe you are not qualified. You should look for another person.
I see.
Another person. The third option will be you being bold enough to tell your brother that my business is not doing well. I don't have the strength to guarantee this loan. So kindly look for somebody to do that for you. Yes, using that third option, but it's better you let the person say you are not in position to do it than to let the person hold on with the hope that you will do it. Meanwhile, you know that you cannot and you will not do it.
I see. All right.
The fourth one is not so okay, but it's another way.
Okay.
It's another way. The bank may require from you some documentation before you can guarantee. Strategically, you can deny to provide those items.
Okay.
And when you deny to provide with time, the person will have no choice than to look for a new person to guarantee the loan for. Yep.
I see. Okay. Along with our final question, but I think let's go for a quick commercial break. We'll be back. Abushafo, yaba makwa babiem. Yenira, Augustine Tano, Nadine, como businessman and half a business consultant. Yepesi ehuno, se wako guarantee bosia, anase loan na mobi. Nani pakro entria, anase abedanika. Eden na ewesawoye. So, Mr. Augustine, me wakwa babiem. Wako guarantee loan na mobi. Na nipa na entria no. As a guarantor, eden na ewesawoye.
Medo asiminia. Bejiri se ekokoba se nipa no entria na ese wona uchi eska na. Definitely bankers no ebobo amane. Ombo amane a try say nipa na woji iska no so wo ho a obehia no na one na den akasa. Hu fi nipa no eba ne sen na amaka no den aba anamo a nipa no tu se ne obeya odi be den odi betua iska no. Eni manim ya wo sika obetima den edi atua. Anase wo niska odi be den edi betua. So you have to go to your friend that you guarantee for. Know the true state of affairs. There are days when you go, it's clear that there's no money coming from anywhere. So you have no choice than to pay.
Okay.
Yes. When it comes to that level, you can also visit the bank and ask the bank what can be done so that you can gradually settle the debt.
Okay.
Maybe your friend was paying 2,000 Ghana cedis a month. You can ask that they restructure that facility for you so that you can do 1,000 or 500 cedis every month.
Okay.
So that gradually you can pay off that debt. Again, you can ask your the bank to arrange for you to pay the loan at the blind side of the person that you guarantee for.
Okay.
Yes, I will pay. But don't let my friend know that I'm paying. So that in future, when your brother is back on his feet, he can pay. And there's a way that your money can get back to you. So that's another option. You can settle the loan all right, but don't let your friend know that you are settling. You can discuss with the bankers and know how you can effectively do that. There are days you have no choice, if you have the financial means, to follow through with the repayment schedule as given to your friend. That every month your friend was supposed to pay 500, 200 cities. So you continue with that repayment and gradually settle the loan.
I see.
Gradually settling the loan. The last option will be if you have the financial muscles.
Okay.
You pay off the facility. When you pay off the facility, you save yourself from paying additional interest. Your friend default, you have been written to that your friend is owing 3,000 Ghana cedis. That 3,000 Ghana cedis, if you are paying everything off today, maybe when they take interest portion off, you may end up paying about 2,600.
Okay.
If you have the 2,600, why don't you pay? Pay everything so that you don't pay additional interest on the loan. So if you are capable, you can just pay everything off. But we'll end by saying without guarantors, some of the banks can lend.
Okay.
But before you decide to guarantee, do your background check about your friend.
Okay.
Know the business that you're investing the money into. Have a fair idea about the terms and conditions of the loan.
I see.
By extension, speak to your family. Let them be aware that you are taking a risk for a friend. And this is how much the friend is going for. And I believe when you take all this in mind, you can come to a very good conclusion whether to guarantee or not. But without guarantors, the banks too can function. Yeah.
All right. Mr. Augustine, we thank you for your time today. But before you go, your final words.
Okay. As we said, we need guarantors, we need securities to back up facilities that are given to borrowers.
Yeah.
And without them, it will be difficult to see our businesses grow.
Yeah.
Your brother needs the money to expand his business. But before you thumbprint, before you sign, ask the right questions to make sure that you are comfortable. The brother that you are guaranteeing for is somebody that you know.
Okay.
So in case the person does not pay, you don't mind stepping in to pay. Maybe the reason why the person is not paying is not genuine, is nothing intentional. So if you are paying, you are of hope that tomorrow it will be better and the person can even pay back your money to you. And there are days you also have to find out the loan that you are guaranteeing for, if there is an insurance covering it, that in case of natural disasters, the banks will not come to you, but the insurance company will take it up.
Okay.
So these are some of the questions to ask before you decide to agree to guarantee for a brother. Our mothers in the market, a footwear de bema say, and you be an enemy ku. The answer on you be ku a mo kwako jiskano. Munipa na chikakra, baby a nipa na ti, baby an ejuma wo. Sika nipa na eje no, ese yi sika emu nya du bebre. Se ne be ye chine be koye ka na mo che atua, enkofa ha obi anya den. Empamba. Yeah.
All right. You better say you to yensa frewo na oba ye. You better say.
Yes, you dem say.
Abuswayera Augustine Tano. Ena ye no edi enkomo ne efa guarantor ho no. Megye se de wo se hu nyina no. Wa mo ahu no enne. Nyankopɔ bo a ebre sem no ye be se hia biem. Ye fra me KBK. Have a nice day.